War of the Bounty Hunters continues with Darth Vader issue number 14, The Blade Behind the Curtain, written by Greg Pak. We take a few steps back before Administrator Moore sicks IG-88 on Lord Vader. She's receiving the worst possible punishment a person can receive when failing the Emperor: demotion. Administrator Moore is now Sub-Administrator Moore and now has to go push papers in the pre-screen department. While being bored to tears from reports below her pay grade, she stumbles across an invitation from Crimson Dawn to an auction for the sale of a smuggler/rebel hero frozen in carbonite. Sub-Administrator Moore begins to formulate her plan to take down Lord Vader as we see all the steps she takes to send IG-88 the information it needs to make Vader vulnerable. We all know how that turned out at the end of issue 13, which is where this comic really heats up and where I must leave you to finish the story yourself. You need to get your hands on this comic, this whole series for that matter. Greg Pak is killing it.
Make sure you check out the Star Wars Splash Page podcast for in-depth reviews on all the new Star Wars comics every week.
Hey Star Wars fans, it's your bro host Jan Solo. I'm filling in for Ben Skywalker on this week's Quick Shot covering IDW's The High Republic. Now, as you may recall, Ben filled in for me last time, so I am here to restore balance to the Force. Also, Ben called me and said that he had to take Cham Cham to the vet. Apparently he ate another Nihil arm or something. And by that I mean Ben's on vacation, so let's dive right in. We begin with a flashback. All of our heroes were younglings once, looking up to battle-ready Jedi Masters. And all Jedi eventually come to know conflict. But in this case, they're on their way to head it off. Aboard the vessel, our heroes approach Nal Hutta, homeworld of the Hutts. The heroes prepare to attend what they expect to be peace negotiations. Master Braddock, who was supposed to be part of the away team, has drifted peacefully off to sleep, perhaps for centuries. The team improvises and heads out. They're greeted by the typical Hutt pleasantries, and by that I mean, insults. The team is taken to Scarabda, the Hutt diplomat. She reminds them that an uneasy alliance between the Republic and the Hutts has been made, and perhaps an enduring peace can be negotiated. If, of course, it weren't for the fact that the Jedi ship's weapon systems were primed and ready to fire at Scarabda and her team. The ship begins to fire. Our heroes sprint away in search of cover. Unfortunately, inside, the prospects aren't much better. They run into a particularly angry-looking Rancor beast. Chaos is erupting all around them, and they seemingly have nowhere to run. So why is the ship firing on the Hutts when peace is at hand? What is happening with the Drengir? Was Ben able to get a last-minute appointment at the veterinarian to get Cham Cham checked out after he ate a Nihil arm? Get answers to probably 2 out of 3 of these questions in this issue of IDW's The High Republic, written by Daniel Jose Older. Pick it up today.
Hello there.
This tale takes place before the events of War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha and even a little further back in War of the Bounty Hunters Jabba the Hutt #1, Trust Issues. We start off on Tatooine where Jabba's wondering where his prize Han Solo is and why Fett hasn't reported in yet. Read War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha to find out why. Jabba has Bib Fortuna call in former merc Deva Lompop, who owes Jabba, apparently, to find Boba Fett and get Han Solo back to him. We flash back to her first meeting with a younger Fett as she's tasked by Jabba to do a job retrieving Jarm Brock, a Zabrak who works for Boku the Hutt. Seems Boku's been disrupting Jabba's operations, and Jabba wants this guy brought in alive for questioning. Painful questioning. Boba asks Jabba if he trusts Deva, and Jabba explains that it's not about trust. He doesn't believe in the word. Deva owes Jabba a debt in blood, and he knows that he can depend on that. Yo, Jabba is that dude. Flash forward back to Nar Shaddaa, and Deva's looking for Fett. After handing out some justice to some grabby jabronis, she tracks Fett to the Garkata fighting arena where he killed their champion, Worman Lictor. Now back to the flashback. Deva and Fett made it to Mos Eisley, and of course, things aren't what they seem. Just when they're about to not get any answers from a local bartender, Jar Brock comes busting in the place, Kool-Aid Man style. Oh yeah. Okay, I've been as vague as I can be on this one as to not give too much away. This was such a fun issue. Please, for the love of Star Wars, go pick this issue up. And remember, the theme of this comic is
DTA, don't trust anybody.
Joining us for another quick shot of BROAXIUM.
If you dig our content, please give this video a like and our channel subscribe.
Make sure you check out our merch at our TeePublic store and consider checking out our new Patreon page and help support BROAXIUM. And may the Force be with you.
Always, always, always.